Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. So today we are going to start the new week of Dark Tower. So I'm going to make a couple preparations before we start. So first of all, let's get right into it. I'm going to head over to the squad and switch our skin and our pet from currently right now, as you can see, is pirates. Switching it over to the geisha along with the greedy pet so that we can get ready for battle. The other thing too that we will do is go over to the guild. The reason why is we're going to activate the guild bonuses this time around, as we do have plenty of coins this time. We're just seeing how much things are going to cost for this particular week. So we have roughly 8,000 plus the other battle boost. So 8,000, 11,000. Ooh, 14,000, 16,000, wow. That is a lot of stuff. I think we're just gonna go with the two main ones for now. See how far they'll take us. So this one gives an attack boost to our melee heroes, and this one gives an attack boost to our range heroes. So we'll do this. We'll do our 7 days, just because we do want to cover the entire event. You can see it also does count for one of our quests in the week. Okay, and now we'll hop into the battles. Do want to save some more guild coins because there are going to be other quests that we will need to complete. Primarily the world event. In particular, there is one quest where you need to activate the guild bonus 5 times. So we just want to make sure that we have enough guild coins and not be caught off by surprise. Okay, so as you can see, new Dark Tower. We have the whole week to get all 16 wins, as each star is half a win. We have 3 attempts right now, and we have some rares on the line. So yeah, let's get it started. Okay, they're starting off with a Jimmy Rockerboy. They have block runes, they have Rocker Boy summons with splash, and then they have setting the enemy health to 1 except melee enemies. They also have a sentry pet over here, gives an attack boost when an ally appears, end of turn, and then also when a ranged ally kills. Okay, in this case we have this melee hero over here, deals extra damage to random heroes except order, and then also gives mental shield whenever an enemy appears, and block and flight. So a whole bunch of stuff that we need to deal with. Let's see. Gonna start with this ranged hero over here on C1. Will give us a little bit of protection. It's also an order hero, so it won't take that extra damage. We can also deal extra damage with our skill here. So end of turn deals damage to enemy warlord equal to, in this case, 100% of a random ally, which in this case will be this building for now. But as we summon more heroes, we can potentially deal more damage. Okay, so they've done the block runes. That'll help keep their heroes alive. Okay, looks like they summoned a building. This one gives block the melee, also will heal. And then also, more importantly, it is an order hero, so it also will not take damage. Okay, I guess we can also follow in kind too. Do want to draw out those Jimmy Rockerboys, as we are going to be taking some damage for later, and we do want to use our destruction skill to get rid of them. See how large our vampire is going to be. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're gonna go with the vampire. Looks like it came in front of the melee hero, which is not what we want. I'm gonna continue and summon another order as mentioned. That way we can avoid taking the damage. Each one of these heroes, they have very low health anyway, so not too good. Let's see if we have anything over here. Okay, I'm gonna go with this range hero over here on D2 because of the health pentagram. Off of the vampire with the end of the turn damage, we will trigger off this skill, which will give an attack boost to our allies because of the greedy pet, which gives us health once a melee ally kills something, which in this case was this building. Okay, so once again, they are continuing with those order allies coming out. This one here will heal a random ally to full. Yeah, we can get rid of this now. So we will do our destruction so that we can keep on dealing damage. We're also going to summon this building in front on C3, so that way we can give protection to the hero here. And looks like we did deal the extra damage off of this hero, as they did take 200-ish damage. Alright, so here are the Jimmy Rockerboys. Have a large amount of splash. Because of that, this hero will die, and let me see how much it was, 142, so this hero will actually die too. Not what we're looking for. Okay, we have this melee here. We'll poison the adjacent enemies for some damage. Also, when poison does trigger on our side of the field, because we are the enemy, we'll heal the warlord for some amount. On top of that, it does have a death trigger to come back as a stone golem. Don't have anything to destroy any of these. Let's see, so combat here, could potentially lose this. Could do an extra round of damage. Combat over here. So this is where we had to save our Jimmy Rockerboys. Otherwise something like this would occur. I'm gonna go with this melee hero over, let's see, splash and everything. You're actually gonna go with the melee hero over here on A2. So when this attacks a warlord, you'll deal damage to a random enemy, which in this case destroyed this hero. Also, we are going to continue summoning heroes with high health, so we could potentially go for the lethal against the warlord. So there was a chance it could have happened, but we missed because of the building here with the low health. Okay, we are going to try that again. So actually, what we can do, because this is the only hero that is on our side of the field right now, what we're going to do is skip the turn, so that way we are guaranteed that we can deal the extra damage over to the warlord. And there we go. Good thing we had that Aphrodite on the first turn. Okay, so we got some rewards. Let's see what we get. Okay, we do have runes because we are still in the world event right now. And got some deep maw. Not too bad. Okay, yeah, let's keep on. Okay, a little something different. They are going first. They have the King of the North skin. Has damage to our heroes. Has Spearman in the first column, and then also an attack boost to older allies per turn. They have the Aphrodite again. This time deals a little less damage with its skill, but has a larger health. Well, it heals a little bit, and then also has these health pentagrams on their side. So we can actually get rid of this now. I'm gonna summon our Freddy over here on A2. Will come into play and deal damage to all heroes except Chaos, which in this case are these two buildings and this hero here. We also then can open up and destroy this through combat. And on top of that, because the Freddy does trigger a melee kill, we did get some health back with our Lady Pet. Okay. Of course, we have no ranged heroes to actually attack this, so this one has flight and also freezes one of our heroes. Probably still going to go with a hero with high health rather than high attack. So I'm going to summon it over here on... Oh, we can actually still keep our Freddy alive. Either way. I'm going to summon the melee hero here with the high health. Let's give ourselves a little bit of protection over here. Okay, we have the building that will give extra attack to a random ally. Also will deal damage when spikes happens. Okay, it is marked by the skill now, so because our Freddy died, it lands on this hero, so when this hero dies, we'll deal damage. Well, the Freddy will come back with the same skills, and then when this hero attacks, it will take some damage. I'm gonna hold off on our vampire summon as this hero isn't going to be too much of an issue. And probably just going to continue on with heroes with high health. So summon this over here on C1, or C3 rather. Okay, next turn, we have some potential. We could do the Red Woman in terms of range behind the melee. We could also do the Count Vlad and help us do a setup for a board wipe. And probably actually going to go with that. So we're going to go with our Vampire first, at least it's a blocker. And then we also do want to have access to our destruction skill. So I'm going to continue and summon this melee hero on C2. Have some protection over here. Now this regardless has a Hellgate in front of itself, so also can silence the enemy that attacks. It's also supposed to summon zombies at the beginning of the turn, but because of where the Hellgate is, the zombie will not be able to come out, as it's supposed to come out in front of itself. Whoa! Okay, looks like our Freddy is now back, but it is silenced, so it will not be coming back now. I think we're going to be okay. Let's see, what has extra attack? So this range hero will heal another ally when it attacks, and then also will have the transform wounded ranged enemy into a reward box, which we currently don't have. I'm gonna go with this hero over here on E3. We'll summon another hero to attack behind itself. Just use him as a blocker for now. We do want to wait and draw out those spearmen and then also this damage skill as well. And at this point we can just wait until both of those happen and then use our own destruction skill in order to come back. Alright, so there was the damage skill, and now here's the spearman. You can see those spearmen, they have block, and then also a little bit of spikes. Oh, must have landed on a spikes rune. Okay, we have the Grace of Rocklead dealing random damage, also giving an attack boost to another ally once it kills. Fortunately, we did have this set up, so we will use our destruction skill now. Okay, and we will also follow up with the Masuras over here. So starting off on A3, as it attacks, we'll summon a copy. And then we have enough copies now to fill up our board. We'll get some protection as well, so just in case this melee hero is destroyed, we'll have another Masura to land in the open spot, and then we'll still have our Arch Vampire, which can still deal damage at the beginning of the turn. Okay, this one here, whenever the ally is attacked, we'll summon a Rodder on a melee cell. We're just gonna go for broke right now in terms of damage, so we'll do our range summons. As each summon comes out, each one of these Masuras will get an attack boost. And then I'm going to follow up with another ranged hero over here on B2. This one will also freeze chaos enemies when they appear. So in this case now we did destroy this ranged hero. Got some health back over there. Destroying this. And now we're pretty good in terms of damage. Each one of these Masuras have way more attack than the health on the Warlord, and then we can still deal our damage with the Count Vlad. Okay, we have the Flight hero over here with extra summons. No death trigger, so because of that we will skip the turn. And we go. So right now we're on good pacing. As long as we can save our our destruction skill for when they do their second skill, we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, we got some rare axe, and we also got some rare Super Mary as well. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, the battle should get a little harder now. So there is an ogre we're facing, has the heal skill, the silence, and then the stones with the heal. They also have a Drogon pet. This one gives a health boost off of an ally attack, attack boost on ranged and melees appearing, and then also damage to our warlord once a male ally kills. Thinking what's going to be the most damaging here. Gonna go with this ranged hero over here on D1. So this hero will summon puppets before they attack. And then as you can see, attack boost for each ally puppet off of the attack, and then also kills a random puppet and gets its attack and health. We're summoning it over here on D1 because we do want the puppet skill to trigger off before. So this one here, when it dies, it removes all negative effects except silence from allies, and also can reflect damage to the attacking enemy equal to a percentage of their attack. Okay, so in this case we did lose our hero even though it was behind a building. This hero here will steal attack once an enemy dies, and then also has extra attack, and also the damage equal to its own attack to all enemies behind the target. So in that case, the building did not protect us. But that is okay. We'll go with our melee hero over here on D3. This one has flight, so we'll at least be able to stop the damage. And then we'll need some other forms of damage to destroy this. Okay, we have this range hero here. We'll give Vampirism to a random melee ally, which in this case is this one. Might have to use our destruction skill early just because we don't have any immediate forms of damage here. And with the extra attack, this will start dealing a lot of damage over to our warlord. So we'll do our vampire. Okay, it's not in the way of this hero, which is okay. We'll probably take a little more damage just from this, as we do want to at least start building a board. So we'll go next with our ranged hero over... We'll go next with our ranged hero over here on B1. Okay, once it kills something, it gives an attack boost to allies in the line. So you can see the added attack over here. We also have our Arch Vampire dealing damage at the end of the turn to the enemies. So in this case, this hero is now wounded, and we'll be able to then do some form of destruction. Okay, so as mentioned, we will do that. Okay, I'm also going to follow up with our Masur copies. So summon it over here on C3. As you see, the attack steal did happen to our heroes, which is fine because now we'll have to force the silence. Okay, so now our Masurs don't have their skills anymore to copy, but at least now our other heroes can attack because they have that negative effect of the attack steal removed. Okay, well, this is the new Griffius. This is the one that now deals damage to enemies in the lines. And because of that, we did take some extra damage because it is also a male hero. Okay, we're going to be taking damage either way. We do also need to get rid of this hero. So what we'll do is we'll summon this range hero over here on D2. This will deal a little bit of poison damage. Also has spikes. And we need to concentrate all our damage against this hero, as either way it's either going to deal damage to our lanes or going to deal combat damage or the extra damage off of the male kill, as you can see over there. Okay, so we have no immediate way to get rid of this. Okay, this hero here, block and regen. Sure. Okay, I guess we can slow it down. We'll go with our Morgan Cetus on D3. It does get the miss because it does not have flight, but we can reduce the attack of the enemies in the line to 1 for a turn, so at least we'll be able to slow this down. But not looking too good, especially since we will be taking extra damage off of this combat here. This hero is also a male. And with the open lane, probably are going to be taking lethal in the next 2 turns. Okay, so we can do our summons. And even if we do our summons, we will be taking the extra damage off of the male kill. So, unfortunate. That scrap, the one with the extra attack and the attack steal, really got in the way once our legendary was destroyed. Okay, that is fine. We still have 2 more attempts, so let's keep going. Okay. So they are starting first. Facing Jimmy Rockerboy along with the sentry pet. That's the one that gives the attack boost. Hey! And first turn Aphrodite. Seems like that's going to be the theme for all of these battles. Let's see what we can do. Guess we could silence this hero, although it'll still have decent attack stats. Could freeze it too. Let's do that. We're going to do something a little different. So what we're going to do is go with the leader Nilin over here on C1. Whoa! Whoa! Once an enemy dies, except a Chaos Hero, we'll summon 2 Hollows, which will help us block, and then they also deal poison damage. On top of that, this hero alone will poison any enemy that comes into play. So I'll actually get around some of these block runes that we'll see here. Next turn, probably going to set up with our board wipe, as we can't leave the Aphrodite on the field for too long, as seen in the first battle that we did today. Okay, so we'll do our Arch Vampire. Looks like we'll be able to block. This building here will deal damage to an enemy when they come into play, also deal damage to our Warlord at the beginning of the turn. I'm gonna summon this melee hero over here on on C3. He has flight and mental shield, but the mental shield was taken away by the building. And then we just want to get rid of this building so that we can also keep our hollows coming into play. If we don't jam up our range spots, we'll have the most amount of hollows to come out. Okay, so combat will destroy this. Looks like they're just summoning buildings in order to take advantage of the Aphrodite damage. So we will get rid of the Aphrodite, as we don't have any other ways to destroy in combat. Get some more hollows. And then on top of that, let me just see what we have for our melee heroes. So it gives a health boost. Gets an attack boost. This one gives mental shield to 2 of our heroes. That's not too bad, especially since we are going to be facing those rocker boys soon. So I guess we'll do that. The issue is that splash damage is going to hit for a lot of damage to our board, so just making sure that we do have something against it. And we'll summon it over here on D3. As you can see, every time we attack this Hellgate, we'll summon a witch in front of its, in the same row, rather. Poisoning the heroes that come into play. Okay, and then now I guess we just need to deal with the Hellgate, which is in the way. They have the 2 Jimmy Rockerboys. As mentioned, they do have that large splash, so let's see. Splash number 1 will deal damage here, and then splash number 2 will actually destroy these heroes. Because splash hits in this particular area, so 1, 2, 3, and then over here will actually hit. Oh, that's worse. Ugh, that's very gross. Alright, so we have the Yoster, which silences our male heroes, and then also gives an attack health boost to the allies for every female. She's the only female on the board, but it is strong enough to actually get rid of all of these. So let's see. Where'd the attack boost come from? Oh, the attack boost came from the sentry pet, right. So whenever a ranged ally kills, got it. So let's see, combat, not enough to destroy anything over here. And we also don't have our summons anymore. That's what we'll do is we'll summon our Bastet over here on A2. We'll deal some damage to our own heroes, which is fine. Get some health back off of the kills. And then at least can clear out one hero. Not two, okay, that's good. Okay, as we lose our heroes, we'll deal damage over to the enemies. So we can at least clear out those Jimmy Rockerboys. We do have some health, and it's okay. I really did want to protect this Bastet, but we did need to make sure that the other heroes are cleared out. Okay, so we have this hero here. When attacks, it makes the enemy bleed. Also has block. So this hero will probably take lethal next turn just because of the amount of female heroes out on the board. See if anything to deal damage over here. The Yoster itself does not have block, so that is good. Zombie also does not. How much damage does the Yoster? So the Yoster also deals damage at the beginning of the turn for every ally. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll actually be enough to destroy that. We'll let our Bastet destroy something first. And then we'll deal some damage over to the Yoster. Okay, that is fine. I guess with the block, they were still around. Okay. Oh, wow. They are pulling everything good. So they have the Legion over here. This one gets an extra attack for every order hero that attacks before it. Then also off of an enemy death, we'll get an extra attack boost to those heroes. So in this case, the Yoster is very strong, and this one too. And so unfortunately, we will take the lethal here. Yeah, they just pretty much drew perfect on their particular squad. Not surprising at this point. Okay, yeah, well, we have one more go, so let's try and make this good. Okay, facing a Spider Queen this time. This one poisons our enemies. Okay, we'll also kill all wounded, and then summons 4 witches for a turn. Also, again, the Drogon pet. Okay, we have this melee hero over here. It is a male, so it will trigger off the Drogon pet damage. Has adjacent damage off of the attack, also has extra attack, and we'll get a health boost off of a kill. Gonna go with this ranged hero over here on B1. So at the end of the turn, you'll see a water elemental, which will summon freeze runes, which will help us disrupt their board. We'll also use this as a blocker for this hero, which in this case will heal allies once a frozen enemy is still on the field. And then also will kill the water elemental at the beginning and gain attack equal to its health. Okay. This hero here has Pierce and then also gets a health boost off of an enemy kill. Don't have anything to destroy this directly except for this hero, but we will spread out our own heroes. See if we have stuff here. This one has spikes. That'll help us trigger off our damage skill. So we'll summon her over here on B3. And we'll protect our building for now. It's alright. Once the other health runes are taken care of, we'll destroy this building and then have some more spots for the freeze runes. Okay, we have the Hellgate over here. This one will summon a zombie in front of itself and also summon a witch once attacked. So we will destroy this. Let me think about this. Yeah, I guess we will destroy this building. Ooh, this one will give spikes around itself. That's not bad. Alright, so we'll summon this melee hero over here on A3. We'll take some damage off of the building having spikes itself, but then we'll have spikes on our own heroes. Okay, also gives spikes on this totem. This totem here will give a health boost to allies around itself. Okay, we have the ranged hero. This Madam Agony transforms wounded heroes except buildings into crystals, which in this case stopped our Mizu. Will also deal damage at the beginning of the turn. So we do want to destroy this now, as it will help them deal the damage trigger for later. So in this case, gonna go with the ranged hero over here on A1. So a couple things. So it has splash damage, which allows us to destroy the witch, and then also destroy this in regular combat. On top of that, it has the instant kill runes, which will fill up these blank spots, and will deal more disruption than the freeze runes over here. Okay, we have this range hero. We'll freeze a random enemy in the line at the beginning of the turn. Going to protect this particular line, as we do want this hero still around. So if we have ways to destroy these, that would be good. Let's see, combat over here. I'm gonna go with the melee hero here with the attack and the decent health. Okay, we have our melee hero destroying the zombie. Then also getting some health back off of our kill. Okay, we have this range hero over here. Once it kills something, it summons a Death of Rats on a random cell, and this Death of Rats will deal damage to all the enemies once it dies. Also, both of these heroes have flight, so that is going to be an issue. And then on top of that, it gives an attack boost to the Chaos allies for each Chaos ally. So herself, the Death of Rats, and this building as well. Thinking what we should do here. Gonna go continue on with our range hero over here on B1. This one will give extra attack to 2 of our allies, give an attack boost to our chaos heroes, and then when it dies, it deals damage to melee enemies, which they currently don't have, but we can still go for damage, especially since we do have those freeze runes and the instant kill runes. We'll force them to block or destroy our heroes, and on top of that, we can still take the damage over here. We can set up for a board wipe with our vampire next turn, and so rather just go more for the attack anyways. Whoa! Okay, so there's another Death of Rats there. Gonna go with our vampire, as mentioned. Also gonna be summoning this building behind it. And the reason why is this building will deal damage to an enemy once they appear, which will also help us set up for the board wipe. So there's the Death of Rats going off. You have some more instant kill runes. Every one of our heroes are now wounded except the vampire, so they can now do their destruction skill. They did the poison. And again, they may or may not do the destruction skill, which they end up doing. Okay, fortunately, our hero over here on A1 has a death trigger, so when it dies, it deals damage to all enemies. So that's why those heroes are now destroyed. They did their summons now, which will kill themselves at the beginning of the turn, but we do have these open lanes. And again, we still have our destruction skill. Okay, we have this melee hero over here, gives spikes, and a turn gets plus health for every ally with spikes, and also deals extra damage. We'll do our destruction skill. We'll do our own summons, and looks like we do have 2 here in the open lane. No death triggers over here, so we'll do a summon just to be sure. Silencing this hero once it comes in play. And there we go. Okay, some rare Blair. Very good, since Blair is very hard to get. Grimmery Nightchild. And some Charm. Great. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we are facing an Ogre. Again with those Heal, Silence, and Stones with Heal. Drogon Pet as well. Gonna go once again with the Madame Lotrix, and hopefully it doesn't get attacked by the Scrap. Gotta get some more puppets on the board. Give us a little bit of protection. Okay, they got their heal skill going. That's alright. How are they always able to destroy our hero even with protection? It's amazing. Alright, so this hero here comes into play. It deals damage to all heroes. Also deals extra damage once it attacks. And then when it dies, it deals damage to one of our heroes. We're going to get rid of this hero now with summoning this melee hero over here on D2. That sets the random enemy health to 1, which in this case will allow us to destroy this hero. And then off of the death trigger, not only did we lose our hero, who took damage from the Drogon Pet, we did exchange and then get some health back as well. So overall, we did trade a little bit. Okay, we have this range hero over here. We'll summon a Rotter in front of itself off the attack. Also gets an attack boost for every adjacent ally, which in this case is this Rotter. Thinking what's going to be making more sense. Probably going to summon this range hero behind the puppet, just for a little bit of protection.
Yeah!
Okay, and looks like the Rotter does die at the beginning of the turn. Okay, our puppet is now gone. We have this hero here that gives negative attack to an enemy and also an attack boost over to a nature. Seeing if there are any other ways to get rid of these heroes. So we have combat over here, could destroy that. We're going to go with the Grace over... actually going to go with the Grace over here on D1. Yeah. So combat alone will destroy this. We'll have our random damage that can destroy some other heroes. And then also give an attack boost over to our hero here. If they do the silence, that'll be okay, since this hero has decent enough stats. So that part's good. And then we also summon it over here on D1, so that way we can summon other heroes to help protect it, just in case we need to. Okay, so this is the new Tiling Dragon Dance. This is that new hero of the world event. So it summons the Mushus. Once the enemy is attacked, we'll deal damage to the adjacent enemies. Okay, we'll get an attack boost for every ally Mushu, which in this case are the 4 here. Then each Mushu will deal damage to a random wounded. And then when the Dragon Dance is attacked, we'll deal damage equal to her attack to the enemy. Okay, so there's reflect damage to our Warlord. They all have flight, and they also deal extra damage to a wounded. Got it. Alright, let's see. Probably going to be getting rid of these Mushus, or at least targeting them. Although, I guess since they do have their stones, they'll still be able to potentially block their own heroes. So in this case, let us continue and go with, let's see, combat there, combat there. I'm gonna go with this melee hero over here on D3. We've got some health back off of our melee kill. And this hero also has 2 things going for it. Has flight and mental shield, so flight will allow us to destroy Mushu, and then the mental shield will help us protect. Oh, there are the stones. They do get in the way of the Mushu, but they do protect the Dragon Dance a little more. Okay, this turn we will be doing our Vampire Summon to ruin these heroes. can see that random damage happening. Do our vampire, and then we'll also follow up with. I'm gonna follow up with this range hero next. So this is the Mad Genius. It will give a health boost to our allies whenever any warlord is attacked. We'll also heal our warlord for its own health, and then we'll also give negative attack to heroes around once it does attack. And we summon it over here on D2 because we can give a health boost to these heroes as our warlord is attacked. Okay, we have the Ariok over here. This gives bleeding to enemies and the adjacent ones once they come to play. Also will steal attack, and then it has invulnerability. That being the key thing for this particular hero. So I guess in all of this, what we can do is... How much is that bleeding going to be? It's 54. Okay. So we do have a flight hero blocking, so that's going to be good. I'm going to go with this range hero over here on A1. So it does have bleeding, but we summon it over here on A1, so that way no other heroes here will get bleeding. And then this hero will freeze a random enemy at the end of the turn. So in this case, it's just this melee hero over here. We didn't use our destruction skill as we do want to get rid of this hero with invulnerability. So we'll wait the one turn. As you can see, it is marked for damage. So we will use our destruction very soon. Okay, we have this melee hero, gives spikes to another ally, also regeneration. Got it. We'll do our destruction skill as mentioned. And what else are we going to follow up here? Well, we have a couple things we could do. We could do transform, we could do that. How strong is our... We could... Yeah, we could summon our own Tai Ling. I guess that's not too bad. Though I do want to get rid of their heroes as we want to make sure that they don't have a way to come back. So let's see. We'll do our summons. Hopefully we have an attacker over here, which we do. Then I'm gonna follow up next with the Mr. Flap over here on B3. This one will give a health boost to our heroes once they come into play. We'll also set the attacked enemy to 1. See those health boosts happening, followed by the extra health given back to our warlord.
Yeah!
Okay, looks like we have a second chance to summon the Tai Ling. Probably going to do that. Now this hero here, it will poison our heroes once they attack, and then we'll also have a death trigger to heal the warlord back. Combat over here. I'm going to be losing our Mushus once they attack, even with the health boost. So what we can do, however, is we'll summon this melee hero over here on C2. So this charm will give extra attack wounds once it attacks. Also deal extra damage to a Chaos hero. And the key thing is that this hero can transform into a building at the end of the turn, which will actually get rid of the poison given from the monkey. We'll also give Mental Shield to one of our heroes once they attack, and we summon it over here on C2, so that way, if we do want to keep this Charn alive, we can summon a building or a hero in front of it. Okay, so we have the Shadow Shamuna. This one has the shard in front of itself. We'll also do adjacent damage. We don't want to summon any melee heroes over here, as it will trigger the counterattack, and then the adjacent damage will be enough to destroy this hero. So unfortunately we don't have anything to stop this. What we can do, however, is do this. We have a flight hero, and we'll summon it over here on B2. So we can at least stop the damage from the Shamuna. And then with the extra attack, we can trigger off the Charn Chaos damage a little more. As you can see, the Mad Genius is really keeping us alive in terms of the extra health to our Warlord, and then also the health boost given to our other heroes. Okay, we have this range hero here. We'll give regeneration off of its death. Seeing what would make more sense. This one we have all the extra attack that we do, well, we can possibly get. So we're gonna go with this melee hero over here on C3. Deals damage to Chaos Heroes, which when it comes into play, so that's cool. We'll have enough damage to destroy this hero. And then we're going to keep the Charon alive, so that way we can continue to get Mental Shield to our other heroes. Could have summoned another flight hero over here, but this hero is already good enough to protect. And then it does have Mental Shield given from the Cenotaph here. Okay, we have this melee hero, gives a health boost to allies. Also gets an attack boost for each ally with spikes, which isn't important. Let's see what makes more sense. We got combat over there, combat there, there. So we're gonna summon the Morgan von Stern over here on A2. Even though it can't attack because of the melee hero in front of it, we summoned it because of its skill here. So this one, whenever heal triggers, will deal damage to the enemies. And then also, whenever one of our heroes kills something, we'll get an attack boost to them. So we're relying on our heals to deal extra damage. And then on top of that, the attack boost given to the other heroes. Okay, so that is the poison destroying the Mad Genius, which is unfortunate. Let's see, so this hero here will silence the attacked hero. And also gives a health boost to itself, and then health boost to the Warlord, and then also will give a health boost to itself. So let's see, combat over there, combat there. It's probably better for us to get rid of the Shimuna somehow. So what we'll do is, oh, I guess this one is also going to be pretty rough. This happens off of enemy attacks, so I might not be able to destroy this directly. That is fine. Gonna go with this range hero over here on the extra attack rune. Hopefully we can draw enough damage to destroy this. You can see the health boost given to the hero for every time we attack. Okay, and with our extra combat, it was enough to actually destroy those, so that's good. Shimuna is now on the way. Next turn, either going to go with the ranged hero over here, or perhaps the Bastet for some extra damage off of a hero being destroyed. Yeah, as we had no way to get rid of this hero, not really going to deal with it anymore. So let me see this range hero. This one will give... Okay, so it gives health, but it doesn't count as a heal. And that is important because we do want that Morgenstern to deal its damage. This melee hero over here will freeze random enemy in the line, which in this case is over here. Yeah, we'll summon the... Yeah, we'll summon the range hero. On the extra attack rune on A1. And we do want to end this battle as quickly as possible, as this hero will pretty much prevent any other heroes from being destroyed here. Okay, we have a couple of options. We could either do this range hero that can transform one of the enemies into a reward box, or we can go with this melee hero that will heal our Warlord whenever an ally comes into play. Probably going to go for the transform, as either one of these heroes being destroyed is not too bad. So we'll summon it over here on E2. And this case transform this range hero, which is okay. Okay, getting some extra damage over that warlord. Okay, and then actually with the extra attack over here, it's good enough for lethal. So that's why we ignored this hero, just so that way we can get rid of the warlord. Okay, some rare grace, rare Teslax, Mad Genius, and Enlil. Okay, good mix of heroes that we can use to build up. Okay, looks like our rewards have now changed, so we'll be getting epics now. And yeah, let's keep going. Hey, it's another ogre. Okay, they are starting first this time. They also have that Drogon pet. This one deals a little bit of damage to our warlord off of a melee kill. Okay, let's see. So we don't have enough to destroy this. We can slow down this hero. So this Ghosta will deal damage to one of our heroes whenever we attack the warlord. And then also will deal extra damage once an enemy attacks. And it has Pierce too. Let us see what we can do. No, this one gets an attack boost for every wounded. Also deals damage to enemies around to attack of itself. So 120, so not enough to destroy that. Gonna go with our... Yeah, gotta go with the Frost over here on E1. So when it comes into play, or any other order hero on our side, we'll freeze a random enemy, and then we'll also set the random enemy frozen health to 1. So in this case, we will be able to destroy this next turn if we have something like Pierce or extra damage. Could have done our Vampire, but there is a chance that it might not have gone through. Okay. Oh, and it doesn't go through. Alright, so we'll do our Vampire. Ugh. Our hero could potentially be destroyed now. But I guess we'll still do it. Could do another freeze. This hero here gave a health boost over to this hero just because of the Drogon skill. So I guess we have wounded. Could do that. Combat over there. Bird over there. I guess we'll just be setting up for our wounded. Do you have Pierce? This is not Pierce. Okay. And we can't give this an attack boost either. We have combat to destroy that. That's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna go with the melee hero over here on A3. We'll have extra attack so we can destroy this building and then deal some damage here. Okay, we lost our other building over here. So now this hero... We'll still have enough to destroy this. The extra attack will be given off of the death trigger. Okay, and it's unfortunate now that we will have to use our destruction skill as we can't risk our heroes being lost. So we'll do the destruction. And then also this hero here, let's see. We'll reborn and also we'll have the attacking skill. We'll summon an order hero to help us block. And then also trigger off the skill. So extra attack over there, damage there, and then vampire damage at the end of the turn to at least get rid of the first reborn. Ugh. Okay, so we have this hero. It gets a health boost equal to 50% of its attack off of the kill. Also steals the attack of all of that. Don't have anything to destroy this, but what we can do, however, is... Well, we don't want to trigger off any more kills. So what we'll do is we'll go with our Charn over here on A2.
Yeah!
Okay, not the hero that we wanted to freeze, but that's fine. We end up destroying the melee hero, and we'll get some health back. And we also get these extra attack runes, which will help us deal extra damage over to this hero. Okay, we have this hero freezes 2 of our heroes, except nature, and then also when it attacks, it deals extra damage to our warlord. We do have order heroes, so we can freeze, I suppose. Also just freeze these heroes in the line for a turn, which also makes a little more sense. So we'll do that. I'm gonna go with the melee hero over here on the extra attack rune. So I do want to deal some more damage, and then we're just freezing these heroes for a turn, so that way we can deal some extra damage. Oh, wow. So it sets the random frozen health to 1. This hero freezes enemies in the line for a turn, so even off of a different freeze skill, we can still do the freeze damage, or the freeze skill. Okay, we have the Super Mary, has the mental shield, also gets the attack boost. Combat will destroy this. Let's see if there's anything to stop this for now. So we don't have anything to directly stop this Super Mary. But what we can do is stop the attack for a turn. So we'll go with the leader Nilin over... Yeah, I'm gonna go with the leader Nilin over here on D1. Ooh, the frozen. Alright, so the freezing off of the melee enemies for a turn off of the leader Nilin will actually trigger off the freeze skill. So we can at least set the health of this to 1. Okay, they did the silence, so no more of our heroes have their skills anymore. We do have an extra attack rune up on A3. It's kind of hard to see, but it is there. Okay, this hero here will have extra block for every enemy, for every hero in line, and then also gets an extra attack. Still do want to get rid of the Super Mary. So let's see. Guess we'll summon our flight hero over here to at least help us block. Okay, and this is the point where we needed our destruction skills, as we do need to now deal with the stones and then potentially these very large heroes. Okay, so the extra attack will actually get through here, and then this will allow us to get some more extra attack. We have this melee hero over here. When it dies, it deals damage to enemies in the line. Actually, damage over here. How much extra attacks does it have? It has 3 extra attacks. Got it. And with its block, it can still take the other damage as well. Let's see. Damage over there. I'm gonna go with the My-10 over. Oh, hold on. We have block over there. No, we actually don't want to destroy these. So what we'll do is we'll go with the. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Hanako over here on C1. It has flight, so we can at least stop the damage over here. And then if we end up destroying any one of these other heroes, we'll be able to get Horos, which will help us do extra summons and then also freeze other heroes. Okay, kind of surprised they still haven't done their stones. They really do want this extra attack hero to keep going. Ugh. Okay, so we have the Legion over here, gives an attack boost to the Order heroes off of an enemy death, and then also gets a health boost too. Do some math over here, so combat here, 107 plus 109, so that'll be enough to destroy those. Oh, problem is we won't be able to get our, we won't be able to get our extra summons off the Hanako. But that's fine, rather get rid of the Legion now. So what we'll do is we'll summon the Masura over here on the extra attack room. So it will trigger off the copy skill twice. And then each one of these Masuras will get the extra attack, which will allow us to at least destroy the Legion. Okay, dealing some damage over there. Okay, and then finally with the combat over there, destroying the Legion. Okay, so here are the stones now. If our Masuras are still alive, we can give them an extra attack boost with the summons. Otherwise, we'll just defend our lines. We still need to worry about the Storm Rage, which does have that death skill, which will then open up this lane for attack. Okay, we have this range here that summons a Rotter in front of itself. This one actually deals damage to a random Chaos Hero, which potentially could destroy that. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, the Pierce over here. Got it. Let's see, this can deal extra damage. This one, when it comes into play, it deals damage to all enemies. So it can actually help us open up the shield here. Actually, we don't want to be summoning any hero over here, although the Masura will come out next. Can we give this an attack boost? No. Okay, well, we will do the extra damage anyway, so we'll do our summons. And then either way, there is going to be Masura, so... yeah, we'll break it. We'll deal some extra damage, get some extra health back. We're giving some health over to the Warlord because of attacking the stones. But that is okay, we do need to break through. Okay, so we'll break through those stones, deal some damage that way. And then I'd rather be on a spot where we don't end up needing to float the ranged heroes out. So that's why we did the summon now. Okay, so we have the Pierce happen off of the Super Mary. We have these heroes here. This one gives attack steal to all allies, and then we'll also freeze one of our heroes once the attack steal happens. Combat will be enough to destroy those. Don't have anything to destroy those. These are frozen just because of the death trigger on our flight hero. This one, when it comes to play, deals damage to a random enemy. Could potentially destroy the Storm Rage. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try for the 2-for-1 here. Potentially deal damage to this or damage to this and destroy this lane. And summon it over here on a 2. Okay, end up destroying the stone, which is not what we wanted. But we still have our extra attackers. We have the Hanakos coming out to freeze one of the heroes. Also has flight. And yeah, we're pretty close to lethal, actually. Wow. Okay, so that's the good part about having those Masuras with the extra attack. So let's see. Oh, we're still gonna have it anyways. All right. So let's see. The Masura will have Pierce and will actually destroy the Storm Rage over here. So these will be destroyed. No death trigger, and just seeing if there are any other heroes that can come out. Nope. Okay, we'll summon the range hero over here. And we should be all set. So you can see the death trigger happening with Storm Rage. Have this hero being attacked, and then finally the open lane to destroy the Warlord. So that extra attack rune from the Charn way earlier in this battle helped us out a lot.
Epic!
Okay, some Madam Agni. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we got a King of the North over here. Deals extra damage to our heroes, the Spearmen, and then also the attack boost. This one's going to be tough, just because I do like this flight hero with the protection, but I also do like the Charn with the extra attack runes. Probably going to go with the... Oh, we do need to deal with this building too. This one gives mental shield to their heroes. Normally I would go for stats, but I do like the extra attack potential. So we'll go with that. See our building, damage over there. Yeah, we still do want to give ourselves the option, so we're going to go with the Charn over here on A2. Break the shield, get some extra attack runes, and then allow us to either protect this Charn or have it continue to give extra attack runes. Next turn either can go with this melee hero with the Reborn in Flight, or the building here with the extra damage. Okay, in this case they went for the Mr. Devil, dealing all damage, so we don't have to worry about that building anymore. That's cool. Does have a lot of attack. So what we'll do is we'll go with the melee hero over... I'm gonna go with the melee hero over here on the D3. We're dealing some chaos damage whenever one of our heroes attacks. And then we're also blocking this hero for now. Death trigger is at 125, so potentially could destroy this. Okay, and you see the mental shield given to our heroes. This hero will freeze to our range, which we don't need to worry about. Okay, this one here has decent health, so we'll summon that. So we'll give a health boost to the allies. Ugh. Which is not bad, but I don't want the death trigger to hit the Charn. That is okay. Gonna go with the hero with the high health. And also melee hero, so that way we can deal extra damage. Get some health back, rather. So we're at attack runes, did trigger off the death. The extra damage triggered off the death skill, which ended up hitting our melee hero here with the mental shield. Then also got some health back off our melee kill. Okay, also the pierce. Okay, cool. Okay, we have this range here that gives 2 of our Chaos Heroes miss for a turn. Okay, gonna go with our Vampire to help us block. Either way, it would have been good to help us set up for our range, but we can also protect our Charn, so that's not too bad. Then, gonna go with the... Don't want to get in the way of our own heroes, so what we'll do is we'll summon the... Yeah, we will summon the Ghost over... Oh, actually don't have to do that. We'll go with this melee hero instead. So summon over here on C3, or B3 rather. Get some health back off our melee kill. Would have summoned the Ghost for extra damage, but we do want to make sure that we have our lanes protected. And then even if they do that damage skill, our heroes will still survive. Oof. So this is the El Mariachi. It deals extra damage equal to 50% of its own health to the attacked, including the Warlord too, so we will need to block this. And it doesn't have spikes though, so that is good. Let's see. Gonna go with the flight hero here with the high health, and then also gonna summon it on this extra attack rune, so that way we can deal some extra damage. Next turn we can either go with either one of these range heroes or potentially the Shaolin over here. Probably gonna be more towards the Naraki, just because it gives extra attack to our heroes. So you can see extra attack of 2 melee heroes, which in this case could be any one of those. This hero can give mental shield whenever an enemy appears. This building, what does this one do? It deals damage to an enemy when it comes into play. Okay. Yeah, this is still fine. Destroy this. This will have the splash damage that will trigger twice, so that'll actually be enough to destroy that. So what we'll do is we'll actually go for more damage. So we'll take some damage once our hero comes into play, which is fine. Attack. Got some more damage coming here on the extra attack. And then finally the extra attack given to two of our melee heroes, which in this case looks like this one. And is it this one? Oh. Ooh, this one. All right, great. So we can deal more splash damage. Okay, we should summon another range hero and then we'll be all set on the extra attack rune. And there we go. Didn't even have to use our destruction skill. The charm first turn with the extra attacks gave us some more board pressure and then also the mental shield to protect our other heroes. It also did help that we did have flight melees. That's really nice to use, especially against the King of the North. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we're facing a Jimmy Rockerboy now. They are starting first, which is not what we want to see. We do have a couple of good options. Could either go for the Madame Lotrix or the Yoster. And probably going to go with the Yoster now, as we do need to clear out some heroes. Yes, we will do that. Okay. So, going to go with... Let's see. How's this going to make sense? Going to go with the Yoster over here on D1. We will use up this attack rune, but we will need to destroy this hero. And see, once it dies, it gives an attack boost over to Chaos Heroes over here. Okay, they have the block runes. We also do have our Yoster itself has flight, so we'll get a little bit of protection, and it has some decent stats. Probably be using our board wipe early, just because of the amount of board pressure already on the field. This one here freezes to our range, also the block. We do our vampire summon. Okay, no blockers over here. Could do that over there. Got our melee kill over there. The key thing I don't want is summoning another Horo. Though we could end up taking lethal if we don't want that. We do need some health back, so... Assuming we have our other heroes still around, we can do our destruction. It's going to be tough. Let's see. So if we take extra damage, there'll be a 2 there. Yeah, I'd rather have more heroes on the board. So instead, I'm going to go with the melee hero over here on C1 or C3. We'll get some health back off of the melee kill, and then we have this extra attack rune, which we will need in order to come back on the board. So normally I would have summoned this melee hero to block, but again, we don't want those extra Horos coming out, and there is a chance that we might not have a board wipe once the other two heroes are destroyed. Ugh. Okay, so we have the Caesar's Head here. Will deal damage whenever an ally is destroyed. Also gives mental shield. As mentioned, we will be using our destruction skill now. We'll take some damage because there's at least one enemy before. I'm gonna go next with a hero with high health so we can stop some of the damage. But it is pretty close right now, especially too since they do have that sentry pet that gives an attack boost to their heroes when they come into play. And they still have those Jimmy Rockerboys as well. Okay. Let's see, their splash damage. So very large splash damage would actually wipe out one of these heroes. Ugh. Alright, so we don't have anything to actually wipe out these. And that Aphrodite over there is going to deal the rest of the damage just because that damage skill. So you have anything to go through there. Could freeze them and actually could get some health back, but that would really be it. And we don't have anything to actually stop the rest of the damage. How much do we get? 18, so even not even enough to get the health back that way. Got combat over there, combat there. Nope. Yeah, we've taken too much damage already. So let's see if there's anything else there. Yeah, we can do something. Yeah, we'll go with the bolt. Splash damage, that's cool. Put some health back over there, but then we do have the open lane. If we didn't use our destruction skill, when did we? Yeah, if we didn't use our destruction skill earlier, we would actually be able to get rid of the Aphrodite. What did we use it on? I don't remember. Oh, we used it on the Hanako. That's what happened. All right. So maybe it would have been better to block and take the risk that we don't lose our other heroes to set up for the board wipe. But that's not too bad. I mean, we got a little more than a quarter done. And so we'll check back in actually on Wednesday as those attempts will recharge by then. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.